we just go? Can we just go? Think about where we're going. Can we just
And let's get back into the reaction video. So I'm back. I'm now on what are my life goals? That was the question. I wanted to be an organizational psychologist, mostly because I felt like I combined psychology and then human resources together. I thought it was really interesting. I learned about it through some of my classes in high school, which I'm pretty sure I probably mentioned in another video. That's what I wanted to do. I still could see myself maybe down the line doing that, but at this moment, definitely more so focused on the HR aspect of things. But I did minor in psychology in college, so it allowed me to still explore and take classes that were very much around org psych. Haven't completely diverged from it, it's just pivoted into a lot of HR focused things. Mesh them together, and I can't think of a better career to have than that, because I love both industries and I just didn't know a way to like really mush them together myself. I would have probably came up with something, but the fact that that's already something super exciting. So yeah, I want to do that, but I want to become a consultant and be able to travel around like the United States and eventually around the world to do it for different companies. So I'm just kind of consulting for multiple businesses. I think that would be pretty cool. So that would be one of my life goals. That would be something that I would definitely want to do probably, I don't know, 15, 20 years within my career, is to be able to be at the point of consulting for other people, their businesses, on strategic HR principles. So still have that as like a big lifelong goal, but I think, like I said, right now focused on HR related things. Next question is, what sports do you play or have played? I do not play sports, but I did play golf when I was in like first grade. Yeah, not very long. And then I learned how to play volleyball, I think it was in like fourth grade or so. But those are like the only two like athletic sportsy times I had in my life. So you are an athlete, that is just not for me. What is your favorite YouTubers? I love how she's like so open and authentic. And I've done 2 iterations of basically answering this question, like dedicated videos, one at the top of this year and another one I think about 2 or 3 years ago, of my favorite like creators, people you need to follow, watch. Some of these people are mentioned in those more recent videos, some of them I've no longer watched, but if you ever looking for creators, I have quite a list. Genuine about her faith with Christ. And then I watch Brooke Michio and Danielle Carolyn. Danielle still goes to UGA, Brooke just graduated. And now obviously most of these people have well graduated or are in a different phase of life. And I liked watching their like college adventures, the things that they go through and how they're able to kind of share that with their audience. And lastly, I watched Morgan Yates. She went to UNC Chapel Hill. I loved watching her videos. I thought the way that she edited her videos were really aesthetically pleasing. And I am like staring down my like phone camera part, but not the actual lens, which is why it looks like I'm looking to the side. Best language I can speak. And I did learn Spanish for a good bit throughout my like K through 12 years. Like I haven't used it in 2 years. So yeah, English, let's just stick with that. How would you describe your sense of fashion? I feel like I have a very like preppy-ish like basics or like my key wardrobe. Like you will find me on any given day probably wearing a t-shirt and some shorts. I love that comfy look. Yeah, if I were to describe it now, especially within the past, I guess, 1.5 to 2 years, I would definitely say like youthful, casual, chic. Like I don't want it to be uncomfortable, that's why I say casual, but then it's still looking youthful. I would say those 3 words probably describe my overall fashion sense now. And feel, obviously, because t-shirts super comfortable, but yeah. Love comfort colors. They're probably fitting under more of like the preppy. I feel like my style is kind of morphing and shifting a little bit. I don't really know what direction, just things I like I purchase and buy. What is your go-to hairstyle? Typically a ponytail. How many siblings do you have? I have 2 siblings, 2 younger sisters. One is 13 today and tomorrow she'll be 14. Happy birthday, Sydney. Gave her a shout out. And then I have a baby sister, Jordan, who is 7. 2 sisters. What's your go-to fast food order? Before we get into that, I want to say, one, my southern, I like twang, whatever you want to call it, very heavy in this video. And 2, obviously both of them look completely different than that now. Place of choice would probably be Chick-fil-A, and my order would be what I ordered day, which was an 8-count with fries and lemonade with 3 barbecue sauces, because now my order is the same thing, but I get Polynesian sauce. Funny enough, I did have Chick-fil-A yesterday. Mac versus PC, I would say Mac. I'm more of an Apple kind of gal. I have an iPhone, I have an iPad, I use a MacBook Pro. Get the feel, we're team Apple over here. Your most memorable family vacation memory, this is kind of funny. I could probably do a whole story time about this, but in short, we were going to Williamsburg, Virginia for I remember this story.
And when we got there, it was like a resort kind of setup, and when we got into our little like apartment, there was somebody already in the room sleeping. That was awkward to say the least, so we kind of had to back on up out of there. Probably the most memorable family vacation moment or memory. Craziest thing you have ever done? Another kind of story time moment. I walked into a pool in the middle of winter, and at the time I did a complete video a few weeks after this explaining that whole situation. So if you're curious, check that out. The weird part. What theme parks have you been to? I've been to Carowinds, which isn't far because I live in South Carolina. Carowinds. I've been to Disneyland, California Adventure, which is right there by Disneyland. I've been to Universal Studios in Florida. I've been to Kings Island, I think that's what it's called. It's in like Cincinnati, Ohio area. And then I think that's it as far as like amusement parks, theme parks I've been to. What was your dream job as a kid? My dream job as a kid, this is kind of funny.
Pretty elaborate.
Being a cashier at Ross. I absolutely admired the people who worked at Ross, because my mom went there all the time.
She loves that place.
I just love the fact that they wore those blue shirts. I thought that looked so cool. Like everybody wore the same shirt. Like me as a kid, thought that was so cool. And then
did not understand the concept of a uniform. That's why they were all wearing the same shirt.
That used the register, and I was just obsessed with registers. So like,
what kid isn't
being a
though?
Ross cashier, that was gonna be the life for me. So that was my dream job. Your go-to coffee order. Again, don't really get coffee, so I don't even know. Have I ever ordered? I've ordered coffee out once, and that was years ago, so I don't even have a go-to. How many countries have you traveled to? I've traveled to 2, Jamaica and the Bahamas. How many pets do you have? I have the one dog, Mandy, that I was talking about before. Sadly, I don't know what she is. Tell me, let me know.
Oh my gosh, she looks so skinny in that photo.
I wouldn't say I'm addicted to, but I definitely check it a lot compared to the other ones. Is Instagram, and again,
And now I would say probably TikTok probably is higher than Instagram.
Then I would have to say the spring. It's my birthday.
I still love the spring,
but it isn't quite hot. Quite.
Emphasis on hot.
Favorite candy. Fun fact: I don't eat a lot of sweets, or I don't drink sodas. Those are some fun facts for me. But for favorite candy, anything like chocolate. So like Hershey's chocolate, just chocolate probably would be my kind of go-to. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure for the comment of the video that you
that's the other thing. I used to do a comment of the video.
Subscribe so that I can get to 100 subscribers by September. I hope
and
you
we've
guys
surpassed
stick
that now.
around. And until next time, catch you guys on the flip side.
And then I did have, as you can see here, an outro with some music. Like I said back 5 years ago, I will say it again. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for subscribing. Whatever you did in the past 5 years, I've loved sharing my life and sharing whatever advice and things that I experienced with you guys, helping you guys wherever I can. Let me know when, again, you first found me, like what video brought you here. Let's just have a fun little chit chat and hang out in the comments down below. But until next time, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye guys.